everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is your instructor Joy. Let me first play a little tune for you. This was beginning of Beethoven's Minuet. Now, a subscriber was wondering about slurs. How do we know when to slur and when not to slur? And what and how do we decide whether we should slur or not? A very good question. So let's understand what slur does. So when we slur several notes, it creates this smooth connected notes. Whereas if I separate both, it's rather individual beats. Of course, one could always practice to make it connection even by separating bow. But if we want to play legato lines, rather connected lines, it's a good idea for us to slur instead breaking the bow. So that's one way. So that creates that kind of nice connected sound. And then when it comes to phrasing, which is a musical sentence, we use a lot to play to make certain notes connected, to finish it a connected line. And here in this music we often play this next one all connected because we want to make it all sound smooth and connected. But let's see what happens if I don't slur but rather play. Yeah. It becomes a little different kind of mood of piece, right? Which one could choose to, but if you want to keep it rather smooth and you want to rather use slurs. However, one could break the slurs or divide the bows if one feels like it's hard to play one bow or the sound is rather not ideal. If we use long bow stroke like sometimes we're so focused on keeping the bow and it could sound a little choked. If that's the case, one alternative way or a compromise would be change the bow but while keeping the slur going like this. So what I did was instead of playing all three groups in one bow, which was this, I did first group in one bow and second and third group, then slur. That way I get to have a little more bow for the long slur. And it sounds to the audience about the same. Yeah, and that's one way of doing it. Sometimes, even though there are certain suggested bowings, that does not mean that we have to keep it. As long as the music works well, and that is fine, the players should feel free to change the bow. In the same piece, this Beethoven piece, there's a second part. Oh, sorry. Here, even though suggested bowing is 4 times up, but if we, let's say it's a little hard for us or we're running out of bow or whatever reason, we have concert coming tomorrow and we need to make it sound good, whatever reason you want to improve the sound right away, and feel free to break it as long as it sounds somewhat same. So you could even break it all. Let's first to leave it, and I can do, yeah, to the audience it sounds about the same. This versus, yeah. So it is also smart either to pick the bowing or fingering that makes our playing easier as long as it does not change the picture of the music too much. Yeah. Also, you can just compromise without changing completely, but halfway through. For example, you do 2 up and down up, something like that. As long as it goes with music, it should be fine. Long story short, when it comes to slur or not to slur, as long as it sounds good, as long as it makes sense with music, you are allowed to change as it pleases you. Also, you don't have to always keep the printed bowing. It's better to pick the bow that sounds better with your playing than sticking to the printed bowing, which may or may not sound the best. Yeah? I hope this video was helpful. Happy practicing. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.